Okay, guys, hope everybody's doing well. Today we have a little interview with Marzena. Marzena, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Amazing, doing well too. Thanks. So, Marzena, I would like to hear first a little bit more about you. So, if you could tell first, so what was your situation before we start to work together?
Well, before we started, I was 3 months after giving birth to the baby, and I went to the point like I was struggling mental with myself as well. And I was like, I just need to focus more, more on myself. So I was like, I've tried before that lots of diets, lots of like,
Mhm.
sachet diets. I was drinking and taking all the supplements. They were working like for a few months, but once I stopped them, the weight was, getting back. So I just found Mary's, on a Instagram. I saw like lots of people who you helped. I was like, that's supposed to be me. And I remember I texted her like before the baby, I think.
Mhm.
And then once the baby was born, I was like, I just have to try it. And we were talking, I was like that's something for me because like I said, like I don't like a strict diet, and that's what you said. Like your plan is basically, you don't punish yourself.
Mhm.
You just eat whatever you want. You just cut your calories, and that's it. And it all worked for me very well. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And what you would say, like, obviously, our main focus was on losing weight. So, what was that negative weight, the negative impact on your life because of weight? What you would say, what was the biggest trigger for you to start to work together with me?
Oh, the just not feeling okay with myself, with my body, like not feeling okay to just put my favorite clothes on, fitting in my, I just fitting in a bigger sizes, which
Yeah,
made me like even worse mentally. And then basically just hiding myself with baggy clothes. So I wasn't confident enough, uh, after having a baby, but you're struggling mentally as well.
yeah.
All those hormones are going into, and then you cannot fit in in your favorite clothes. That it's even worse. So that was the main thing. And then I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. That was the
Mhm.
main thing. I just wanted to be happy for myself and for my family.
Yeah, I do remember we spoke about as well. You mentioned it's not only how you feel, but because the way how you feel about yourself, you were concerned how it affects your family too, if I'm right.
It affected them probably, yeah. Because I wasn't happy. I was just doing whatever, I was just doing all my tasks, but then, I wasn't happy with myself. When I looked in the mirror, I was like, I hate it. I hate that look.
Yeah, yeah, no, I totally
And it
understand.
was, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously so far we have made some nice changes, very noticeable in the pictures, the way how you feel about yourself. Yeah, maybe you could elaborate yourself. So after so far we have worked approximately 2 months together. So what are the main changes you have noticed about what you do, how you feel, in general, how about your day-to-day life?
Everything has changed, to be honest. The main thing like is my mental health improved so much,
Hmm.
but like with the basic things, like I, the main thing is I'm just checking what I'm eating. I'm just making sure what I eat. I'm just because I thought I'm eating healthy before, but I
Hmm.
never count the calories, never count all the protein or anything like this. But now I make sure that I eat healthy. I make sure that my family is eating healthy. Like we all are, are actually aware of what we're eating. So we not on it that didn't impact only on me, but on always on my or of course on my family as well. So
Hmm.
I feel better with myself. I've noticed all the changes. People are saying, "Oh, you look pretty. You look like you lost some weight." I can fit in my old jeans.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's lovely. Oh my God. And I wasn't, I was just it wasn't hard, to be honest. It wasn't hard because I was just I was just doing all those, the workouts. That was, of course, it was very hard from the start to do it, like for my muscle. It was hurting so much, but now it makes me, it makes me happy to do it. And then, after like I was taking the photos, and I was, because my partner was saying, "Oh, you look different." I was like, "Oh, there is no difference." But then I've checked the photos. Actually, there is some difference. There is
Mhm.
some difference. Yeah.
It just proves how important it is to take the photos, because sometimes we look in a mirror, we don't really
Yeah.
see these changes. Yeah, yeah. And one thing we spoke about,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Even when I was checking the weight, like you said, like the weight is not the most important. I was like so focused on, I want to see the numbers going down, but it's not the most important thing. You see the difference in your, but like I can see like all my muscles, on my legs are actually they actually exist on my arms as well. So that's the thing. Yeah. Now that it's all different. Like I can look like on this journey, like I can look like it's not all about weight. Of course it is important, like the weight, it's not to be good like overweight, but it will go down,
yeah, yeah.
eventually.
Yeah,
So
it's just one of the ways how to measure, right? It's not the only way, not
yeah,
most
yeah,
important way. Like you said, most importantly, you notice the way how you feel, the way how you look, and how clothes is. Because clothes never lie, right? That's the things that doesn't never lie.
yeah, they
One,
never like,
yeah,
yeah.
one thing we spoke about before as well. So you mentioned you how change the way how you look on things. Could you more elaborate, like how specifically you how change the way how you deal with challenges, how you look on fitness? What has changed?
What has changed? Like I don't look at this like I must to do it, like that's like a punishment for me. I
Okay.
know, I've noticed that it makes me, when I do the workout, I know it will help me, and it gives me like, good attitude. Like afterwards, I
Mhm.
feel I feel amazing. So it does. Before I was going to the gym, and I was just running like crazy, and I didn't, see any results. But now I focus so much on doing like this properly, and I wasn't, so crazy about, checking the weight as well.
Mhm.
So I think that's it. Yeah, I, I this time I just make sure that I don't stress myself. Like you said to me, like you can do more steps, but not if it will make you stress. So I was just doing this, like not, pushing myself to do it like as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Just do it, just do it for myself, not to for someone else. Not, I used to do it before, but not anymore. No, no. I realized like I have to do it for myself.
It's interesting how little mindset change like this can make huge difference.
Yeah, yeah. Like even like now I do like 15K like steps, or like 14 daily, but this is not like I'm not going like when I started, like yeah, I was taking the baby for the walk. I was running like crazy, and then I had a problem with my ankle, and then I
Mhm.
was like, well, stop. You go for a walk, not only because you have to do the steps, but just go for a walk,
Yeah.
enjoy the time with the baby as well, take
Yeah.
your time off as well outside of the home. But I was going like I have to make those steps. Oh my God, I was checking how many I've got.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, that is not a good attitude. So I just, I just go. I don't check how many steps I've got. If I've done enough. Then in the end of the day, I just see like, well, we've done okay. 2 walks with the kid, with the kids. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
It's important the way how you view walks, how you view training, right? Like I said, walks not anymore just the walks.
yeah,
Walks could be as well something you spend with the baby, give yourself a headspace, right?
yeah,
And then these things becomes much more easier if we can attach more and more benefits from this. That's great. That's an absolute
yeah.
amazing mindset shift. And what you would say from working together, what for you has been so far the biggest one or two lessons?
I think just don't give up. Like I said, like I was keep saying to myself not to give up. not to give up, and just do it yourself. Just do it for yourself, because this is your life, this is your health, this is your body. No, for you do it, you in like I said to you, like I do it because someone else is abusing me as well. And then
Yeah.
I was like, there's no point to do it for, because she doesn't like the way I look, you know.
Mhm.
Fuck this, sorry, but I just do it for just yeah, yeah. It changed everything. Like in my mind, it's changed now. You know, this is how I feel now. Like I'm feeling like I'm getting back to old myself. You know,
Mhm.
that I'm being more confident. Even the way I'm standing, I'm not doing anymore like this. You know, I'm raising my head. You know, high. So just just focus of your if you're ready, like if you want to start fighting for yourself, just do it and focus only on yourself, because
Yeah.
this is your life and you've got only one life,
Yeah. And I
and
do
it's all
remember.
worth it.
I do remember as well. It's interesting that you mentioned that one of the reasons when you joined was you want to prove somebody else, that what
Yeah.
you can do. But right now you're saying that's not anymore what that person thinks, or it's more about what you think about yourself.
Yeah, yeah, it's all changed. Yeah, I just do it for myself now. Like even my daughter said, "Mom, you don't have to prove anything to anyone." I said, "Well, I know," and
Yeah.
she was like, "You don't have to do all these workouts because you all are you anyway pretty." I said, "Thank you, but I just do it for myself. I just do it
Mhm.
to feel better, to have more energy." Because I know I'm already like having more energy. I'm not that tired anymore. Like, oh, I was needing all the naps all the time, but I feel like full of energy. You know, when I finish talking with you, I'm just going to do the workout, because you know that's the time. And I was thinking, how I'm gonna do it with the baby. Well, he enjoys looking at me and he's laughing like I'm doing all the squats and
Mhm.
stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, that's something
there's
fun.
no
Yeah, yeah,
problem.
yeah. And
He's
entertainment. Yeah,
laughing.
yeah. And so great, so great. So far that we know that you're feeling better about yourself, you notice changes, you feel more energy. How does it has affected other areas in life and your family?
Oh, well, they've noticed like I'm more happy as well.
Mhm.
They said like I can calm down as well, because I was very stressed all the time. I was like crying without any reason. So even my partner said like you look like different, like not like all like outcome as well, but you coming back. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back
Mhm.
to myself.
Amazing.
We are all happy. Yeah.
That's amazing to hear it. And from us working together, so what you would say? So what so far you have find has been the biggest benefit from us working together and coaching process itself?
You showing me how how simple it is actually to lose weight. There's nothing special. I was like I said to my partner last week, I was struggling so much how to do it, like how to put it all together, like to eat and losing weight. And you just put it so simple, but you just have to you know you just have to do it by yourself, like focus on this.
Mhm.
And your support, knowing that you're always close, and anything like I was struggling with myself, you were always there for me.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. And you were not like you were not saying like, oh, like I remember I used to have like someone who was helping me, and he was saying like, oh, you ate something and that's not gonna be good, or you skip something. You were not like this, so you don't make this diet or like a punishment, or like
Mhm.
proper diet. You can still, like I said, I don't feel like I was on a diet. I wasn't
Yeah. Yeah.
struggling. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't craving for something sweet or anything. I was okay. I was
Yeah.
actually okay. I just realized like I wasn't eating healthy. I was eating like too much calories. That's it.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, you made everything so simple, so
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
You meant to have, like I said, like you meant to be on my, you know, came to my life at some point.
No, that's amazing. That was one of my promise, right? To make diet feel like you're not even dieting, right? Only when it's easy, when it's not complicated, only then we can sustain. And people
Exactly.
typically try to make it more complicated because simply they are confused what is the best, right? But we
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
super simple for you.
But that was super simple, super simple. Like, anyone can do it,
Yeah.
anyone. And I was always like scared to start any diet because I was like, how I'm gonna, weigh this, how I'm gonna,
Mhm.
count all these calories. But you can eat so easy. Like I eat only cottage cheese with some, chicken for breakfast, and there is like 500 calories and like 50 something grams of protein. So it's like, and I will have like two more meals, and I'm okay, and I don't need to eat between the meals. Like I was having all the snacks, and before bed as well some snacks. I
Mhm.
found like some protein chips as well, crisps.
Yeah.
There's everything is there. You just have to look for this, and you have to just open your eyes and not finding excuses. Oh, that's fine. I'm just gonna eat some rubbish. But like I said, I was scared that with no time I will go back to eating rubbish food, But then I was like, there's no excuse. You can even buy the ready meals,
Yeah.
protein ready meals. They are still okay, even if you don't have a time. You just have to do it. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And speaking about you just how to do it. So that's actually my last question for you. So what you would say to the person, like let's say another Marzena somewhere else, yeah? What you would say to the Marzena who's currently in a situation you were when you started? So what would be advice to that person? What the person should do?
Don't find excuses to start like I used to as well.
Mhm.
Don't be scared and just do it. You just have to do it. You just have to, like you said, there's never a good time to start.
Mhm.
You can start anytime, not from Monday, not from after Christmas, after Easter. Just do it now. And if you do it, you'll be happy with yourself. You
Amazing.
just you just have to you just have to want you just need to want to do change your life. That's it, nothing else. Your attitude, no one else, and help someone like you, of course.
Amazing, Marzena. Great. Thanks for your time, and we will speak very soon.
Thank you very much.